Is it working? Alright, it says it's working even though the little green light is not on. The little green men are here, but the little green light is not. So we're going to go back to our drawing and hopefully maybe that'll work. I need this to work. I need to get to work. So I guess the thing is, these rafters will sit. The only walls that come all the way out are the dormer walls. So really, what is interesting about this is that I can actually start to go ahead and think about my roof line. I think I'll do that. Or I may just draw the walls. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to draw the roof line seems to be working now. Just wanted to check to see if the screen was moving on YouTube. So I think what I'll do is actually, now here's a good, right here, this wall oh baby, baby, oops, I did it again. How do they expect mustache hair. Trying to figure out how these rafters will sit here. This needs to be on the same height as that. Really, well, I can draw the roof system without having to worry about all that stuff. So, but if I was going to draw these dormer walls, where are they? Go back. It says 3 feet and then 5'6" inside. So is that 3 feet from here? So if I came over 3 feet from there, and that was the outside wall. Okay, so now I need to make sure I'm drawing on top of the floor system. So these walls, there's no reason these walls can't be 2x4 walls. So I'm going to make them 4.5. Let's see, why did I do that? Why did I do that? This is supposed to start. See if I can grab that line. Yep. I started in the wrong spot, didn't I? It's supposed to be. This is one thing about drawing in 3D worlds. Sometimes you lose what. There we go. I'm supposed to be on the. The reason these axes are different colors is to help you keep up with where you are in 3D space. 4.5. Now it said 5'6" inside, and then we'll go another 4.5. Now they are showing these walls 2x6 walls. There's really no reason for an 8-foot wall to be 2x6 wall, unless and this little wall, this little chunk of wall right here being insulated to some higher degree isn't going to help the house any. So I would assume that all of these upstairs walls are 2x4 studs. I think that's a safe assumption. 4.5. So now I'm just going to draw myself a. I'm just going to come back here. But I'll get the feeling I'm not. Oh, it's not closing because I don't have a. There we go. I'm just going to, for now, I'm just going to delete that. And that. And that. And that. And I'm going to make, hopefully I'm not going to grab anything else. I just want to grab that. Sometimes you can grab, if there's anything, you know, under here on this floor down below, and I use this overall grab stuff thing. Then it, what in the world? See, I think something's going on. Wait a minute. So this, my screen just went black. 8 foot 1 1/4. 8 foot 1.25 tall. That's that dormer. That's that dormer, right? And I'm going to go up and get that doggy if he keeps barking. That's that dormer right there. So that's the only wall that pops out. But see, now I've got something. Let me check to see if YouTube's still working. Yeah. The previous video. Yeah. See, the previous video will. YouTube will start. That's why I do this live, because I don't have to edit a. I don't have to edit a video, so it'll start being processed as a video. Thank you, YouTube. You're good for something. And so, what I can do now is I've kind of got something to draw my roof system again. So I'm going to delete that construction line. So now I can kind of pretend I'm out here, got my rafters. So I know one of the options, one of the things we're looking at here is roof pitch. But anyway, I'm going to start this off. I'm going to start this off with a 12-12 pitch. So I know my seat cut's going to be. Where's my seat cut going to be? Let me just draw this up here for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my protractor tool, and I'm going to draw me a 45-degree line, and then I'm going to offset that, because I'm pretty sure I can get by with. I'm going to have to use 2x10s, 9.25 on some. Ooh, is that right? Some of these spans are pretty long. Yeah. And I really don't want to screw around too much with and you'll see what I'm doing here in a second. Well, I should have drawn. What I should have drawn was just go ahead and draw this out here. Okay, so let me make that a group right quick so I can start to edit it. The thing that making it a group does also is it isolates the geometry. So now I can start to just concentrate on this. So now I can go back and grab it and edit group. And now I don't have to worry about any of this other. See, well, I did grab it. What I mean is while I'm drawing in here, that the geometry is remaining with that group. So typically you would have a seat cut. Let's just see if I pull this up. And say I take this down 4 inches. What does that give me on a seat cut? Should be 4 inches, shouldn't it? Because it's a 12-12 pitch. Yes. Okay. So this is going to be elementary. So what I want to do is get this down. What you want to do on your rafters is you want them to make as good a connection to the wall as possible. And so what I should have done was just take this back up here and just gone down, let's say, because I'm going to have at least 5.5 inches, as wide as the wall. Really, it's what it should be. And so in that case, I'm going to go back and double click there. And so that's going to be my seat cut on my rafter. Now, I'm going to also recommend that we have at least a 2-foot overhang. But that's going to drop it down quite a ways. So let me go see what the architect has. This is one thing architects fail on a lot of times, are overhangs. Let's see if they show it on the roof plan. I've seen architects leave, 12. I don't think they actually even have them. That's a good bit though. That's at least 2 feet. So yeah, I think that's at least 2 feet. So we're gonna recommend to the owner that we do 2 feet, which means these lines here have to be extended down to here. No biggie. But we're going to want to cut that back horizontally 1.5 inches for our subfascia 1.5. See, I'm building my rafter. Now I'm also going to use, when I come down, I'm also going to use a 8-inch fascia, or it's a 1x8, so it's 7 1/4. But what I want to use is a 2x6 subfascia. So I want to come down about 6 inches and just come back horizontally, and that's going to be my rafter tail right there. Now you're saying, that's starting to look like something, isn't it? Now if I just wanted to see what this was going to look like, well, let me let me take this geometry and I'm going to make myself a construction line, and I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put it over here on the other side. But I'm going to spin it around 180 degrees. That a baby. Now all I got to do is join these lines. Now one of the things I love about SketchUp is that it's very intuitive. You see, it knew I wanted to extend that line. And see, all I got to do is kind of hold it where it's going and just overlap those two, and they will, I know they're on the same plane now because they cleaned up with each other when I tried to delete it. There we go. There's our rafters. Now up here at the top, what you'll have is a ridge board, which is going to be, which is going to be by code has to be taller than this. You cannot have I'll show you in a second. So I'm going to have 11 and 1 for, well, let's do this. Let's take and put ourselves up here, a horizontal line, and let's see what that, well, okay, so I know if I come down, well, for now I'm just going to come down 3/4 because I know at a 12/12 pitch that will give me 1.5 inches across here. Okay, now I know, now see, if I come all the way down to there, that's a 1 foot 1, so that's basically 13. So I'm going to have a 14-inch LVL. This is my point. Okay, so now that I know I'm going to have an LVL up here, I got to make this wider. I got to make this 1 3/4. So I need this to be 7/8 wide up here. And I know what you're thinking, Tony, this is way too much detail for this point in the job. No, it's not. It is not at all. Because when my framers get ready to build this house, guess what? I can tell them exactly how long the rafters are. 14. Come over straight, just like that. And you see, the reason I'm doing this is because I like this to be realistically drawn, you know. Now I'm going to take this out for now because I know what it is, but so the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to pull this roof line. For now, I'm just going to pull it. Dang it! I got to get to where I can see. What? Sometimes it's intuitive, but what I'm trying to do, there we go. I'm trying to get my cursor to snap to the end of that, right? Because now, well, what I'm going to do now is delete these lines on both sides. Let's see if my carpenter asks me how long the rafter is. I can say it is exactly 22 feet 4 and 13/16. But that's the overall length of the rafter. To the theoretical point of the rafter, it's 20 foot 1 3/4. So that's just the awesomeness that I love about SketchUp, is that I can get this stuff all planned out. And see, now this is where I'm going to show you why we need these walls to be, dang it, why can't I get that to, I have to get at a certain angle Yeah, to get to where I can snap to that. See that? Isn't that awesome? So now I can turn this, now what I can do is I can make myself a roof framing layer, and I can put this in the roof framing. So you can see I'm starting to build these, and I almost got these walls back far enough. So that's why I was really doing this, is because I want to be able to take these walls and pull them back till they're at least there. You know, even, well, that didn't work out, did it? They need to be lined up with each other. There we go. And so then, actually, where are they? Yeah, I need this point. I need to be right there. And when I'll pick out a logical dimension. I'm not just going to make it, you know, weird. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn off the roof framing, and I'm going to measure and see what I got right now. Now these dormers may not come back this far. 8'8". I need to look on the floor plan. See, now I can bring that one out to even with this one, like that. So now I can go back and I can look at my floor plan and say, what did the architect say? I gotta go this way, don't I? Okay, so what this means is that they're assuming that, let's see what they say, 3'10". Well, what I would say is there was 3'10" at a 12/12 pitch. That's 4 feet from that means there's not going to be a 5-foot wall. Looks like they want about a 4-foot knee wall, and then to have which is fine. That's fine. But what I would do, if that's the case, is I'd go back here. The thing about it is, in real estate, the realtors only count that part of the ceiling that is 5 feet. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure this is a nationwide standard, but let's turn the roof back on. So in other words, right here, what the architect is showing basically is a 4-foot knee wall right here, 48, which means I'm going to draw a line from here straight down. But first I'm going to go into my, well, now let's see, I don't have, here we go again. I just caught something. Hey honey, can you take the squeaky toy away from her? Give her something else. Broken again, too bad. What? It's not broken again? Hey Karen, can you please take that fucking squeaky toy away from her? I don't know why you have to, she's not a baby, she don't need a squeaky toy. God, it's like nowhere in the house I can get away from her.